Hey guys, hello, what's up? So today I'm going to be doing my June TBR. I'm just basically going to be going through the books that I am planning on reading in the month of June. So if you want to see those books, why does my phone always go off when I'm talking? Anyway, if you want to see what books I'm going to be reading in June, then keep on watching. The first book is actually the book that I'm reading currently. I just started it this morning. It is The Scorpio Races by Macy B. This book, I actually just went to the library yesterday and got this book. I don't know too much about it. I know this annual race, there are these people that go into it and they're racing on water horses. There's Sean, who is a returning champion of the races, and then there is Puck, the girl who she didn't really want to go into the races, but circumstances, happened and she actually wound up doing it, and I thought it looked pretty interesting. The next book that I got from the library is Sun by Lois Lowry. This is actually a new book at my library. We just got it in April, so I actually don't think I've read any Lois Lowry. I think I've read one Lois Lowry book, but I'm super interested in reading this one. It's about a young woman who is, I believe she's washed up on the shore. She's washed up on the shore. No one really knows what she is. She's a product. I think maybe she's of she's a different species, I guess, maybe. She's a product, and she was actually pregnant, and her son was taken from her. She's taken to these lands, and she's really comfortable, and she finds love in this new area, but she knows that she can't stay because she has to find her son. So basically, it's about her kind of journey in this village, and also and then her journey trying to find her son that's taken from her. So I don't know, I think this looks super interesting, and I bet it's going to be a super duper nice and emotional read, and I'm just really ready to read this. The next book that I have here is Tilt by Ellen Hopkins. This one I'm going to read the inside cover. Her books are super cool. It's a completely different and cool writing style. To be honest, it kind of reminds me of poetry, which I love poetry, but it's just a super creative way of writing, and I'm really into this kind of writing, so I decided to read this one. I'm going to read the inside cover because I'm actually not completely sure what this one's about. Witnessing the fallout from the poor choices that parents make and the lies adults tell themselves, three teens are clinging to the last remnants of the secure and familiar world in which they've grown up, but the ground is shifting. What was once clear is now confused. Everything is tilting. Michaela is sure she's found the love her parents seem to have lost, but is suddenly weighing nearly impossible choices in the wake of dashed expectations. Shane has come out unwillingly to lie anymore about who he is, but he finds himself struggling to keep it all under control in the face of first love and horrific loss. Harley, a good girl, just seeking new experiences, never expects to hurtle towards self-destructive extremes in order to define who she is and who she wants to be. And I don't know, I think this looks pretty interesting. It's basically essentially about three teens who are kind of finding love and going through issues. It's kind of one of those angsty teen books, but there's a poetic turn on it, and I love when there are multiple different characters and super relatable kind of things like that. So I think it'll be really nice and a cute little teen relatable novel, which I honestly haven't been reading a ton of lately, but I think this one will definitely catch my attention, and I think it'll be good. Another thing that I decided, I never read long series, so I decided to start The Last Apprentice, Revenge of the Witch. This is book one. I haven't ever started the series. I don't know if I'll like it or not. To be honest, I don't really know that much about the series. I'm assuming, considering how many books there are, it's been around a long time. Let's see when the copyright is. 2005. So literally, I was 5 years old when this book came out. So, but I'm going to read the inside because I actually have no idea what The Last Apprentice is obviously about, except that it's probably about the last apprentice. So, nice, Macy. That wasn't clear in the title at all. Okay, for years old Gregory has been the spook for the country, riding for the county, ridding the local villages of evil. Now his time is coming to an end, but who will take over for him? 29 apprentices have tried. Some floundered, some fled, some failed to stay alive. Only Thomas Ward is left. He's the last hope, the last apprentice. Can Thomas succeed? Will he learn the difference between a benign witch and a malevolent one? Does the spook's warning against girls with pointy shoes include Alice? And what will happen if Thomas accidentally frees Mother Malkin, the most evil witch in the county? In the county? County? In the county. Oh my gosh, I cannot read. I always get county and country confused because they're so close. It's like, is there an R or not? It looks like a pretty light read, pretty simple read, but it'll probably be pretty interesting. And plus, pretty sure our library has all of the Last Apprentice books. And then the next one that I have is actually I already started. I'm on chapter 8 already, but it is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This is the sequel. This is the second book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. As you guys probably know, I just finished Court of Thorns and Roses 2-3 weeks ago, and I just finished A Court of Mist and Fury, the sequel to that one, last night. And I had, in between those two books, I had started this series, The Throne of Glass, and I've read the first book, so I love the art for this. Yeah, I just got a PDF version on my tablet here. Yeah, so basically I'm probably going to read this one on my tablet because my library actually only has the first book, which is super sad, but I can deal with it, you know. I can deal with it. Another series that I recently just finished before the court series, a book that I recently just finished about a week ago was Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi, I'm pretty sure, and it was so good. I really loved the fantasy kind of world. It was basically about a girl who's kind of in this more electronic world, I guess you could say. And then there was like the savage land, and basically she was exiled from her land and she was sent out into the land with all the savages and cannibals and stuff, and this desert, destroyed land basically. And she meets a guy named Perry who is trying to find someone, and she's trying to find her mother, and he's trying to find his nephew, and basically they kind of team up together because she has something that he needs to find what he needs, and he has something that she needs, and she doesn't really know what to do. So they basically help each other through this time, and I just really think that it's a good series, and I know that there are multiple books in this series, and I really want to finish them. So I'm probably going to, yet again, they only have the first book, so I'm probably going to read those on PDF version. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do when your library doesn't have very many books. Also, in June or July, I don't have too many books, obviously, that I want to read yet, but I will probably stop by the library again. So it's always just an unexpected thing. If I find a book, then I'll read it. But yeah, in either June or July, my town actually has a festival, and they hold a huge book sale with really cheap books. And I am super excited for that this year. I hope that they're still doing it. I don't know why they wouldn't be, because I think they do it every year. But I am super duper excited for this. I look forward to it every year. I actually didn't go last year, but I'm so going this year because I'm in love with books, like full-on book nerd coming out. And I've always been a huge book nerd, but it is so intensified the older that I get. Like, literally, I can't. But yeah, there's going to be a huge book sale, and I'm hoping to get a ton. So when that comes around, I will probably have a book haul of whatever amount of books I get, or if I find any good ones. A lot of times, they don't necessarily have the best books. They don't have, like, a lot of, like, young adult books. They mostly have, like, more, like, literature and stuff like that. But I still love those kinds of books, so I'm sure I will find plenty of good books, and I will haul it in a video for you guys. Yeah, if you guys want to see more book videos from me, then go ahead and give this video a like, and also subscribe so that you can see them when they start to filter in. I upload at least 1 to 2 times a week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Okay, I'm done.